What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today was another interesting day in the market, but Lucid did hold out fairly well, largely because of a new analyst rating. So despite the fear out in the market, we got another analyst rating. So I do want to talk on that. Over and above that, we got a little bit more clarity as far as infrastructure for EVs and how that's going to look in the States. So that's definitely going to be a very big thing for Lucid and EVs in general. So I'm going to go over all that fun jazz, but before I do, making sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe is always greatly appreciated. With that though, let's get right to it. Looking at this intraday chart, we did have a nice little peak going on first thing, largely because of that analyst rating, but the broader market just sucked, plain and simple, so it started to bring us down, but we did hold very strong support, so that's a good takeaway from today. Let me know your thoughts on that, and also if you did buy in today, give yourself a shout out. But Cantor Fitzgerald did initiate coverage on Lucid. They gave us a overweight rating, so that's definitely always a very good thing. As I've always said, any analyst jumping on board can be seen as a very big thing because analysts typically are very conservative, so they like to have positive catalysts to not tarnish their name, if you want to call it that. You always get those Jim Cramers of the world that just likes to spew out absolute garbage all the time. 9 times out of 10 those analysts are seen as jokes and clowns. So when you do get a rating such as this is why you do get those spikes in the market. I anticipate a lot of analysts jumping on board, more so in Q4 rather than Q3, once we do actually hit that 6,000 to 7,000 production target. And obviously here's hoping, but generally speaking, that should be the case. Once we hit our production goal, a lot of analysts will jump on board. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence at the end of the day. This is only for entertainment purposes, but we did get a little bit more clarity. So as you can see, US does approve 50 states EV charging plans. In here, it talks on ultimately how there's going to be a charging station every 50 miles. And I think that's a very big thing because the negative sides of EVs, it's always seen as range anxiety and all that fun stuff. So if you do eliminate all the negatives of EVs, then you are going to get a lot more people switching over from ICE vehicles to EVs. So that's definitely going to benefit Lucid and other EVs because it does look like they are going to be doing this over the next 5 years. And what is happening in the next 5 years? Well, guess what? We're going to have the Gravity. We're also going to be having that lower price mid-size SUV around the 50,000 price point. So definitely a lot of big things, and I think that's why we invest in Lucid, because of the huge movement in EVs going forward, whether it be 5 to 10 years out. And even outside of that though, Lucid's technology is bar none. It's amazing. This is why a lot of people really like Lucid. And when it comes to Lucid, one defining factor is right here, the DreamDrive. So this was posted on October the 12th, 2021. Lucid just says, introducing DreamDrive, watch and reveal our ultra intuitive advanced driver assistance system. So I think a lot of us are very excited about going forward, the movement. And when it comes to it though, a lot of people really want higher levels of autonomous driving. And as of right now, people associate the DreamDrive Pro and all of that to higher levels. This is where we can obtain the level 4, level 5, who knows when that's going to come, but still eventually down the line, 3 and so forth. So you guys get what I'm saying. DreamDrive is what is going to be the defining factor of Lucid, and especially considering that is the hub, and that's basically everything that runs through it. I just recently also live streamed NVIDIA's GTC 2022 conference where Lucid presented on this same thing, on basically how they plan on attaining that level 4 autonomous driving. So if you haven't already, make sure you just pop over to my channel, just watch it. It was a live stream and I have chapters on there so you can just easily skip to when Michael Bell is actually presenting. So I think that's a very good takeaway going forward for Lucid. And a lot of people want to know as far as price point and things like that. So in case you do not know, the DreamDrive Pro, as far as price point, it is $9,000, and if you are in Canada, it's $12,000. Here's a list of just basic as far as features it does have. I have talked about this a couple different times, but oddly enough, during that live stream, a lot of people don't really know what the DreamDrive Pro actually does offer to customers. So I think this is, like I said, the defining factor. This is what sets Lucid apart. So given the fact that this infrastructure is being set up for a very big movement for EV, given that there's a lot of big analysts jumping on board, given also big money is really backing up the bus. So you can even see after hours, these two big transactions, 6.04 million and 3.86 million. So clearly a lot of big money is getting in, and all these transactions, as you can see all right here, are from the dark pool. So definitely a lot of big money has been buying and will be continuing to buy Lucid. So I personally feel that a lot of people should be taking advantage of these prices, because 10 years from now, 5 years, or even 1 year from now, we will be significantly higher than where we are. Like I always say, this is my own 2 cents. Obviously, do your own due diligence. But there was a lot of articles even recently coming out about the DreamDrive and what it offers and why it sets Lucid apart. So definitely take a look at this. I'm going to link this in the description below. Pop over there because it does go over a lot of finite stuff that I've definitely don't want to bore you guys with. But I think right now DreamDrive is something that you will be hearing more and more often over the coming years. And because, like I said, that is the technology, that is the brain behind the system, and I think this is what sets us different and apart from even Tesla. So let me know your thoughts on all of that. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe, as always greatly appreciated. If you do like my channel and want to support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said though, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.